New package from Utah Airguns arrived. Fragile. Must be Swedish.
Welcome back to the EDgun Leshiy channel. Today, we're going to be hitting the critters with this beauty, the new EDgun Leshiy 2 Flex, which is a really cool collaboration project between EDgun West and Utah Airguns. So let me pop right into it. What is this Flex thing? But if you're here to see some fur fly, don't worry. There's a whole lot of that a little bit later in this video. The Flex is a Leshiy 2 barrel shroud system that just drops right into the Leshiy, and it's made here in the US. And what it does is it enables the use of FX's 380mm barrel liners. So you can get the full system in 22, 25, and 30 exclusively at Utah Airguns. But why this is so cool is the liners open the Leshiy 2 platform to a whole slew of different ammo like the FX hybrids. So it's just an incredibly devastating round that shoots great in the backyard and at long range. The impact noise when you hit like a critter, it sounds like a football popping, especially in 30 cal, where I'm sending them about 840 feet per second, producing around 70 foot-pounds out of a tiny little setup. Man, the hybrids deliver quite the punch, as you can see. And when delivering limited to zero pass-through, they actually have utility in my mind in maximizing the energy transfer, but also mitigating any safety concerns of a round zipping right through. You know what, a quick note, I should have mentioned this before. To shoot the hybrid or other slugs too out of the Flex barrel system or to the Leshiy in general, you'll need to be using the new-ish slug mags from EDgun West. They're marked with the caliber and the letter S on the front. But don't worry, you won't get mixed up, as if you try to put most slugs, including the hybrid, into the normal magazine, they'll just fall right through. And for me, there's no better way to break in the new setup than a Leshiy double-double. Installing the liner is simple. You unscrew the breech end, and warning, there's a ton of threads on this thing. But once you get it off, you simply drop the liner into the little cup. So the liner is marked with a little ring on the end of it, and this is for the breech end. So this way you'll know it's oriented right. So with the ring end of the liner, just drop that down in. Then you simply screw it back in, and you have to go all the way. So if it doesn't go all the way before hitting resistance, just loosen the other end up until you can get it tight all the way. So the liner is pressure fit using the jam nut on the opposite end. So you tighten that thing down using, there's a little flattened section on the end of the threads, and you can just fit a little wrench on there. You don't need to crank this thing down, just nice and kind of snug. This jam nut also doubles as the 1/2x20 UNF threads for your suppressor. I'm using the Huma Mod 40 and the carbon fiber handguard, the shortest one available, which really helps keep the setup really short because almost half the suppressor fits underneath this rail. With double taps, there's a bit of anticipation you have to do with this second shot, and I certainly didn't plan for this straight-up frozen cannonball move this guy did. One more thing about this kit, it's got a little hole in it, which is designed to actually allow you to put a little silicone in there. And this acts as the perfect barrier to ultimately eliminate any vibrations that you might see. So I've actually been running the thing with nothing in it at all. But if you're trying to squeeze the most accuracy out of this gun that you can, it's there for you to tinker with. And speaking of accuracy, let me show you what the hybrids did at 100 yards. We were zeroing a few different guns on this target. That's why it's just splattered with shots there. But I grabbed the Flex setup, and here's what it did running the 25 cal FX hybrids at 890 feet per second. Each one of these boxes, just as a reference point, is 1 inch. I didn't have any of the hybrids actually painted yet, so you're not going to see them fly like you typically would in some of my videos. But I think this group kind of speaks for itself. This dog can definitely hunt. So let's do just that. So I've been spending some time this week getting the custom Leshiy 2 that I'll be giving away all set up for an upcoming video. This is now, without question, the ultimate exploding pellets gun. One of you guys is not only going to win this insane looking Leshiy 2, but it's crazy quiet and accurate with how I set this thing up. So we're going to deep dive into this build and what I did to it in an upcoming video as we revisit exploding pellet craziness. By the way, a huge thanks to the Ridge Wallet for sponsoring today's video. They just launched a collaboration project with Travis Matthews, a really cool clothing brand that I actually own a ton of their stuff, that I'm excited to show you before we get back to sending some lead. So if you're tired of carrying around a bulky, disorganized wallet, then this is the perfect option for you. It's a sleek, minimalist front pocket wallet that is designed to keep your cards and cash organized in style. It holds up to 12 cards and comes with either the cash strap, which is pre-installed, or a money clip option. I always go with the money clip, but either way, it comes with everything you'll need to swap them out. And with this added touch of Travis Matthews' signature aesthetic, this wallet is both functional and cool. So, if you're ready to upgrade your wallet game and add some Travis Matthew flair to your everyday carry, head on over to ridge.com/EDgun Leshiy and make sure to use promo code EDgun Leshiy to get 10% off your order. Thanks again to the Ridge for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to some pew pew action. We're going to let the lead out now with a steady flow of tree rats as I swap between 22, 25, and the Dirty 30 Flex configurations. I'll drop a link in the description to where you can snag one of these kits directly from my friends over at Utah Airguns. With the weather starting to warm up, the real onslaught of critters is actually pretty imminent. It's crazy to think about that the last few months has actually represented a lull. But in the context of this crazy infestation I know as the leaves begin to pop, the critters aren't too far behind. So this summer though, I'm armed and ready with these Leshiy 2 Flex builds, 9mm, exploding pellets, and a couple of new guns hanging on the walls, itching for a chance to get into the fight. As always, I'll be hitting record on a few cameras along the way, give you guys front row seat. It's interesting to hear the difference between a 22 and a 25 cal impact. Listen to this. Here comes the 25 right here. It's like a thud. Oof. 99. Slow motion is great to track a shot, but watch here as it captures the ripple of the energy from the point of impact and then as it rolls down the body. Man, that Dirty 30 is just so devastating. I'm going to try out some other ammo that the FX liners play nice with, but I can say with certainty the Flex 30 and the FX hybrid combo will have a permanent spot in my rotation. This little 22 though is pretty sweet as well. And once I give away the custom Cerakote Leshiy 2, I think I'm going to keep this guy, like another Leshiy 2, in the Flex 22 configuration as well. It is crazy quiet. And just perfect for nighttime rats. Let's see if we can't wrap this video up with a triple tap. Wait, I think that was a triple tap. Hold on. 1, 2. Dry fire. That's what happens when you don't look at the mag before a triple tap. Only had 2 left. If you like shots like this, you should probably watch this video next.